Hello Libra, Sun, Cancer, Moons. Welcome to your 2020 Sun Moon reading. When you view it is when you were meant to see it. Doesn't matter the time of year. I'm doing these in order of requests in the comments, so be sure to post up your requests. While you're waiting for your request to be done, check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings that are still in my playlist. First portion of this reading, we will go over the traits of your Sun Moon combination. I'll lay out the main cards. We'll take a quick look at your 2020. The second portion of this will be the link below to the Vimeo reading, where I'll have a deeper interpretation of the reading if it resonates by pulling clarifiers. I'll be dividing this year up into 4 different sectors. So let's talk about your traits. So Libra, Sun, Cancer, Moons. You're very insightful people, okay? People they get a little bit jealous of you because you're really calm and you have this air about you where you're very peaceful. And the people that don't have that peacefulness are like, oh, they're going to be haters, right? You have this, like I said, you're very quiet, but you attract people. You're usually very optimistic. You always look on the bright side. You don't take things too heavy. You're very lighthearted. You're very witty too. You have like a wittiness about you, a nice sense of humor that kind of makes people around you very happy. You're delightful company. Now, when you were growing up or just in life, don't get me wrong, there are times when you definitely had things that you had to deal with. You had to deal with people. You had to deal with the world around you. So you had your share of that stuff. But that experience taught you a lot about how to be peaceful and how to be calm and how to be quiet. It also taught you how to not let your emotions kind of get the best of you. It taught you an understanding that some people don't have. 2 of the greatest things about you are being very adaptive, right? And having a lot of lure. You have compassion. You're very good at negotiating. And your Libra side has diplomacy. So all of that combined, you're great as a people person. You'd be a really good manager too in terms of that, because you can kind of navigate emotional waters and people. But like I said, you're a very peaceable soul. You know how, to not let stress get the best of you. And use your ability. So in 2020, if you're going to kind of work on something, work on using your ability to understand people to get you further in life. Okay, like I said, like equality like this would be really good in any kind of social situation, a social worker or a manager of some sort or a counselor or what have you, because you're really good at perceiving people. Okay, one of the things you need to worry about is one of the things you need to kind of work on is stop worrying about what other people think about you. Just learn to love who you are. Work on self-love. Work on self-care. You're fine the way you are. Work on overcoming your insecurities. You guys are wonderful, creative, and aesthetic beings. So work on a little art and design and music. And you can actually be very successful in those areas, in addition to anything regarding diplomacy, politics, or humanitarian work. Again, because just you understand people at such a wonderful level. Very good at negotiating, very good at diplomacy. I think I already talked about that. Sometimes you're a little bit too over accommodating. Don't be such a people pleaser. Okay, make sure you look out for yourself. Yes, you want other people to be happy, but it's important that you're happy and that you don't sacrifice too much for other people. You always have to kind of look out for yourself. You do protect your feelings because you guys are very vulnerable people, very sensitive. Just be careful you don't go overboard in regards to protecting your feelings a little bit too much, okay? Because sometimes we could just build up boundaries that are so impermeable that your personality ends up getting lost as a result, okay? So Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Libra, Sun, Cancer, Moons for 2020? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to universe and closer to divine? Any messages you have would be greatly appreciated for Libra, Sun, Cancer, Moons for the year 2020. What do you see? What do they need to know? Can you please show me January, February, March for Libra, Sun, Cancer, Moons? We have the 10 of Wands in the reversed. Alrighty, and keep in mind that I'm on the Instant Go app if you need an answer to a question. I'm also on Facebook and I'm on Insta. If this resonates, consider a personal reading. April, May, June, we have the Empress card in reversed. What do you see for July, August, September? We have the Queen of Swords in the upright. And then if you could consider like, sharing, and subscribing, that would be fantastic. I also have a donations link below if you would like to toss me a few pennies in appreciation of my efforts. Six of Swords in the upright for October, November, December. Okay, so at the beginning of the year, I see you lightening your load. Okay, you're learning how to, and I think this is great because, and it might be because you listen to this reading, so you're actually learning that you take on too much, you take on too many responsibilities that you don't need to take on. There's no need to do that. So you're just kind of realizing, I don't have to say yes to everybody, I don't have to please everyone. It's okay to say no if I don't have the time to do something. It's okay to say no if it's not something that I'm feeling. Okay, it really is about taking a break and freeing yourself from these obligations or these responsibilities that aren't necessarily yours. Okay, now we move into April, May, June, and I see with the Empress card in reverse somebody who might not be very happy with this. So you might have a little bit, I'm not going to say that they're unhappy, but what they're doing is they're becoming very dependent on you. They're being overprotective. They're being smothering. They're being up in your stuff all the time, I feel like. And I think it's because, and this is a person who I think normally you would have helped out, you would have gone the extra mile for, but because back here, you decided, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I need to make more room for myself. I need to toughen up and tell people no. Now this person is kind of upping their energies and really kind of on you all the time because they want your attention, or they want you to help them with their life, or they want counseling from you, or what have you. So I get this neediness from this Empress card, and I feel like it's disrupting your home life, this person kind of needing you so much and being so insecure. We move on to the Queen of Swords, which is July, August, September, and I think this pertains to this person here because the Queen of Swords is sort of like, I know where I'm going, I know where I want to be. Queen of Swords, she's really, whatever move she makes, she does it based on wisdom. She does it, she's very intellectual. She takes her emotions out of it, and she sees like a very clear, the bigger picture. Okay, and the thing about her is she doesn't kind of let anybody stand in her way. So we often think the Queen of Swords sitting on her throne, and then some jester's kind of like, hey, look at this, look at me juggling, and she sees over or through the jester to where she needs to kind of go. And I think that's this Empress card here. I think the Empress card is the jester that's kind of in your way, and you have learned how to deal with them. You have learned to kind of look through them or over them to kind of do what you need to do and take care of yourself and your needs. And it's a wise choice, because if you don't take care of yourself, who is going to take care of you, right? So October, November, December, we have the Six of Swords here, and that's you kind of moving forward. You actually might be leaving this person behind. You might realize that you need to part ways with this person or this entity, whatever it is, because it's just, you need to get to a better place, and you can't do it with this person in your life, I feel like. So, you decide to make a break, go separate ways. Some of you might actually move out. Some of you might relocate to another place or something like that, but whatever you do, I feel like you remove yourself from whatever this is, because it's becoming too cumbersome in 2020. Okay, so if this resonates, consider a personal reading. Click on the Vimeo link below. It'll take you to the deeper interpretation where I'll pull these and we'll find out what's really going on. Otherwise, check out your 2019 sun moon ratings in my playlist. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate with the donation link below. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnett. Thank you so much. Bye.